Hello, this is John with Theology Ed. This is going to be, believe it or not, part 58, I think, of the I Pet Goat 2 Explained series. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to happen, but it has happened. So I think there's something to add, something new to contribute. So let's look into it. We all remember this scene going all the way back to April 2020. We've recognized, I put up a video recognizing this as the 2020 calendar, classroom calendar, we called it. It also has a 2017 reference, but 2020 is here with January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Okay, and so you have your 12 months. She represented the eclipse right there in the middle in June. Between the June and July months, so she's in the June period, and then you had the buck moon, so if you go to when it gets dark, you see that it's lit up, so you can recognize it as a in the night sky, the light, the moon. Okay, and so we have the buck moon, and there's all sorts of layers of symbolism here, including this buck representing it being a type of trump, and the shot being taken, Trump being removed from office. All of this we've talked a lot about, videos on the channel going way back. But early on, at least as early as before, so May 2020, there was a recognition that this gap here looks like Palestine. Right here. There's a resemblance here. Now, not perfect, but enough that we were talking about it all the way back in 2020, as you can see. Now, what's interesting is that is the October to November months, where it looks like October and November are where things really take a step forward in getting worse, perhaps in Palestine. And that was what the theory was, what I proposed in videos all the way back in 2020, that there'd be an maybe an October-November event in the Middle East, Israel area, that would, accelerate the war and all this stuff. And we talked about that possibility. And, well, it didn't happen. But look closely at the map again, or at the calendar again. And what we have is the 2020 calendar. Very interesting that the second half does seem to have a Year of the Rabbit reference, the rabbit looking at it. Maybe, this is just a theory, very possibly, maybe what we're looking at is that certainly whatever happened here ritually in 2020, we talked about this, was laying the groundwork for what was to come in the subsequent years. Okay, this was the central event, a central event to this whole big plan of the occult elite to bring about their Aeon of Horus. But anyways, this ritually is almost like you get a leap from here to 2023, the Year of the Rabbit, which is what's looking at this. Now, and that's get some confirmation. The idea is some confirmation here that if you go outside the classroom, because right here, we get the Obama stuff, right? Here he shows up, he's sweating the V, okay, and if we go out, we get a reference to 23, the Psalm 23 here. We also have Donald written here. We've gone over all these different things. The U.S. splitting, Psalm 23 also, the writing is disturbed and not tranquil, even though in the Psalm itself, it talks about still waters. Well, here you get anything, a representation of anything but still waters. It looks like disturbed waters, which would mean the taking away the peace of God's people and so on. Okay, Doomsday 23, backing up. Your next 9/11, they keep talking about what's going on in Israel, is Israel's 9/11 under the demon embracing the rabbit, both with a rabbit, the year of the rabbit. Okay, very possibly a reference there. Then you go out a little further and we get another rabbit. Oh, right here, you see the ears poking up, and this is like a buck moon, right? You see the moon. Like, what quality is this thing? It's terrible. That's the best it goes? Okay, it just seems bad. And there it is. You can see a little bit on the side. You have two legs. You got the body, and you go up to the bunny ears, like a buck moon. But the point here is we have the rabbit overseeing a 9/11, and this leading to catastrophes. And if we go back in the classroom and we think, well, if this is under the year of the rabbit, not just under the buck moon, having some symbolism where it looks forward to the year of the rabbit here, then what you have right here could be a way to represent the 2020 calendar with almost like a type looking forward to the year of the rabbit, in which case then what we can get out of this also has an application to the second half of the year of the rabbit, 2023, including a Palestinian event from October to November that gets worse until you get the crater in the head here, something big here and there. Also, this X over the mouth could relate to censorship again and all of that, which already happened in 2020 in November after the election, right? When all sorts of speech limitations and restrictions were implemented. People lost the right to speak, express opinions on social media, and so on. All right. So, anyways, that I think is worth paying attention to. It's interesting, and probably not a coincidence that here we are getting our Palestine October to November. And I put that in there. We already looked at the possibility of Palestine October to November in 2020. Well, turns out, looks like it's October, November 2023, the year of the rabbit. All right, like, subscribe, share, and blessings.